In this video, I'm going to show you how to install crown molding at the top of the cabinets. To get started, what we're going to do is choose one of the sides that we're going to begin measuring from. And to do this, I have a tape measure, I have a pencil, and something to write your measurements on. This is just an old piece of wood that I don't need anymore. What you want to pay attention to when you're taking these measurements is visualize the edge, the end of each of the pieces that you're cutting. For instance, this piece will be up against the wall, so that's going to be a flat cut, but this piece will be a mitered cut. It'll be angled. So first I chose to start from the left side, and I will go to the corner of the cabinet. This first measurement comes right to the 12-inch mark. It's a little bit beyond, so I want to make sure that I make my cut slightly proud of the 12-inch mark. Down. After I take the first measurement, which is 12 inches, I will put that right here. It's 12 1/16 of an inch, and then this first vertical line means that the left side is going to be a straight 90-degree up and down cut. The right side is a 45-degree cut off to the right, because that corner of the cabinet is going to be 2 45s. The next one is going to be 39 1/16 inches long, but the next one's a little different because this cabinet is the corner cabinet, and with this cut right here in the corner, it's going to be 90 degrees plus 45. So what that basically works out to be is 2 cuts that are 22.5 degrees. So what we're going to do to make sure that that is correct is we're going to use our miter gauge. So what I'm going to do is hold it so that both of the arms are flat against the 2 cabinets, and the circle part is in the middle. And if you look at this little arrow right here, it lines up with the 22.5. So that's the angle we're going to use. If you go to this little arrow on the bottom, it goes to the 45-degree angle. The first step is going to be take a look at what the correct orientation of the crown molding is, and then we want to flip it upside down like this. We're going to make all of our cuts upside down. This side off to the right is actually going to be the left side. So that's where we begin that first cut. If we were to have started making our measurements from the right side of the cabinets, we will make our first cut from the left side of this piece of material. This is the angle that goes up against the wall, so I'm going to make a flat cut, 90 degrees. The bottom of the crown molding is actually facing up. So that is where we're going to make our mark. And we want our mark to be on the back edge of the crown molding. So it will actually be really close to where the stain ends. We're going to make our mark on the stain, but in the back. That first mark is going to be 12 1/16, and it's going to be an angle to the right. And since the angle is going to be to the right, everything is backwards because it's upside down, so we'll have this one go to the left, and right where the tip of the mark is on the back is where our cut is going to begin, and it'll come out from there. you want to have the crown molding up against this back fence and flat on the deck of the saw. Look where your mark is, and we're just going to take our time. Sometimes if it's hard to see, you may want to shine a spotlight from a different angle. That'll help you see the mark a little bit better. We want to do this 45 to the left at that point, and that'll be the left side of the second piece. So to do that, set the miter at 45 to the right, and we're just going to cut off a small amount. Now it gets tricky to mark this edge. What we're going to do, what we can do is possibly hold it up to the edge of the fence. If it's not too long, this is 39 1/16. We want to make sure that that piece does not move. You can even clamp it down if possible. Now we'll go to the 22.5. This one, we are going to make it on the right side because it's an inside cut. It's not a 90-degree out. So it's a 45 coming in. So we're gonna make this going in the right direction, even though it is on the right side of the board. You don't want to let it fall because it could damage the tip of the piece. This is the compressor that I'm using. It's an 8-gallon, 125 PSI, and it has plenty of pressure to be able to shoot these nails that we're using. My nail gun, it holds up to 2-inch nails, but we are gonna go with the 1.25 inch for this size molding. And that's how you install crown molding above a cabinet. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up down below. Hit that subscribe button also for more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.